Hello, abuse survivors. Just wanted to check in, do another video as promised. I'm trying to keep my word. Life has been really hectic. I did a video for you guys on the water, kind of explaining. I won't bore you with that stuff right now, but this video is to help those recognize some red flags that they might be experiencing and see if anything sounds familiar to you as far as feelings go, your thoughts when you're around the narcissist, the questioning of your own sanity and your mind when you're around your narcissist or your abuser. So one being, have you ever been around somebody that basically makes you question what really happened in the past? Like, let's say, for instance, a memory that was even good, they might twist and alter and you're like, that's not how that played out. But especially if it's a memory that's actually bad, maybe one that woke you up to that person and maybe you got to see something being very manipulating about them, manipulative, and you sit there and you think, no, you said this to me and that was my response to you saying that, and they twist it and tell you that no, none of that happened that way, and they basically rewrite the story. Well, then more than likely you're dealing with a narcissist. They're very good at manipulating. So that would be one of your red flags. Two, the word salad that they do, you can't even understand them if you are bickering with them, and they'll bring up stuff from the past that has nothing to do with what the argument is about in that present moment. So again, it tosses you for a loop because you're sitting there trying to focus on what you're complaining about or what they're complaining about, and you're having to defend yourself, and then they go and throw in something else to, like a curveball, and you're sitting there going, oh my gosh, like, this is a lot. So that's the second one. The way that they make you always, and I've done a video on this in the past, I think about a year ago, and it's waiting. They want you always to be in a state of waiting. So you could ask them to go someplace with you and they never have the time. They're always busy. That keeps you dangling on a string and keeps you waiting because you love them. You want to spend that time with them. You want to share experiences with them. However, they're not about that in their life. They really want to use you for what is important to them, whether that be sex, whether that be money, whether that be doing errands for them, catering to them, whatever it is for that particular narcissist or abuser, that is what they are out for. They're not out for the normal things in a relationship, like building bonds or sharing pleasant experiences or anything like that. So they keep you in that waiting stage, and it's not a fun place to be. I've been there before, so, and I totally get it. And if anybody is experiencing this, I hope this triggers something in you where you sit there and do more research on it and watch other YouTube videos that are so beneficial to helping you recognize that you are not crazy. You aren't crazy, but you are dealing with a narcissist or an abuser of some sort. And like I said, the word salad that will come out of their mouth, and it just sounds like nothing actually makes sense that they're saying, but it seems like when you look at them and they're really pouting around the room or stomping around the room, it really looks like it's making sense to them. And it's very confusing because then you're sitting there and your mind starts going really fast and you're trying to figure out what exactly that has to do with anything that you're arguing about. But it is just something that they do to just throw you off the topic of the real issue. So that's one of your red flags. And I was going to say something else. Sorry, this is kind of like an impromptu video, so bear with me. So I was going to talk about the gaslighting. Basically, they will, and the projecting. Basically, the gaslighting is just to make you go crazy about the memories, and they rewrite the story, especially if it has to do with a negative story. They will rewrite it to their benefit. And I think they really think that we are so naive and so stupid that we're going to actually believe later on, like, oh yeah, that was all me. I did all of that. I was 100% at fault. I am so sorry. What can I do to make it up to you? I think that that's really how stupid they think that the rest of us are. But we're not. We're not. And as long as you keep getting more knowledge, you know that you're smarter than that. We all are, and they have something wrong with them. So the sooner you get yourself out of a relationship that you're constantly doubting if you're sane or not, which I always say that there has to be something wrong with us too if we actually stayed for a while. And I'm proud of those that some people say like they got out of a relationship within a couple of months, or they stopped a relationship with a parent that was doing that to them eventually, or moved out right when they could. I am so proud of people like that, because I think for the rest of us, we kind of tend to hold on and we stay in these situations a lot longer than what we should. And basically we are just giving them the narcissist fuel. And there's videos all over YouTube about giving them fuel. And they also like any attention. So whether it is negative or positive, it's still considered negative. It's still considered, narcissistic fuel. So you are basically fueling them. You're giving them some sort of response. So that's why they say a lot of times to go no contact. Eventually, you have to get to that point of no contact so that you can really start enjoying your life. And it is painful to get out of these sorts of relationships. And sorry if you're hearing my dog. There's always something in my videos. She keeps whining because she's not getting attention. So the sooner you get yourself out of these situations, the easier it gets. You get past that painful part and you just stay strong and you keep moving forward. Even if you talk to the narcissist or spend time with them again, at least in the back of your mind, you're more aware and you're more you're in a state where you already figured them out. So you don't really let your wall completely down anymore. You know what is to be expected by them. And it's really not much. If you're looking for like a give and take kind of relationship, you can already expect that you're not going to get much out of this relationship. And I think a lot of us are empaths, so we want to keep giving. We think that they're going to change. We think that they need love. We feel sorry for them. And really, we are draining ourselves by staying in these toxic relationships. So I hope, even though this video was kind of just like chaotic and all over the place, and I apologize about that, I just hope that something resonates, and I hope that some sort of red flag seemed familiar to you so that you can do further research on YouTube. And I would recommend my video about withholding love and attention. That one would really help you to realize like, hey, okay, something's wrong here. I need to get out. As much as I love this person, as much as I'm attached to this person, as much as I need them financially or whatever the case may be, it would be your starting point to recognize and realize that you do deserve something better in life, because we only live this life one time, supposedly. So we want to make the best of it. So I wish you well. Until next time, have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are at.